going on? This is City Wrestling Radio, and it's our weekly Sunday Night Heat review. I'm your host. I'm Corey Smith, being joined via Zoom chat. With me today is Mr. Jose Oseguera. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you? And how are you at home?
I'm doing pretty good. We're going to talk a little Sunday Night Heat today. I believe it's an episode from October 25th, 1998. It was 22.
Counter programming to Halloween Havoc.
Halloween Havoc, yes. We will have a this is our Halloween treat for you. A full review of Halloween Havoc 1998. A little WCW for you tomorrow. So that'll be uploaded tomorrow. Keep an eye out for that. And go check it out because it's a far... with all the bullshit that happened on that show, it's a far better show than what WWE put on for Sunday Night.
And they could have done so much better.
They could have done something
with the Monday Night Raw that they had previously to this. They had so many hot takes they could have touched on, but no. Instead we get
filler. It's a week of filler. The whole week of filler. Yeah. Both sides. Before I get into all of that, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on everything. Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud, YouTube. We're at City Wrestling Radio. And if you want
all the socials?
Yeah, on all the socials, except for one. If you want to follow us on Twitter, if that's your thing, follow us at CWR415 on Twitter. Don't ask us why. Well, okay.
It's a long convoluted story, yeah. But just
go check us out. Check us out on teespring.com/store/City Wrestling Radio and buy some wonderful City Wrestling Radio merch because Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, and Festivus is all coming up, the holiday season.
For the rest of us.
Yeah, exactly. So go buy some City Wrestling Radio merch. We might have a sale coming up. I don't know. If I have time to figure that out, we will. Go check us out. And
you're going to need some gear for the airing of the grievances.
That's true. That's very true. Let's get into it, though. Sunday Night Heat, like I said, 22 years ago today, from October 25th, 1998. Shane Watch, I believe, they say it's not officially over.
He had a day off, but we kind of get a feeling.
I believe Shane Watch is over because Michael Cole joins James E. Cornette at ringside. So, and it's Michael Cole. Like, you don't get any other Michael Cole. Like, it's literally like Michael Cole. I'm like, wow, did this guy time travel from fucking 2020?
Yeah.
It's the exact same Michael Cole.
Yeah.
Because we're
I'm
told...
with it. Screw it.
We're told
He's better than Shane.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. So, if you were at the show at first glance, I'm sorry that you paid money to be there for the Raw or Heat because every inch of this crowd was covered in signs. Everybody had a fucking sign. And
this is peak.
I think this is like literally the episode that everyone talks about, like where everyone's like, oh, look at all the signs in the Attitude Era. Oh my God.
This is the, catalyst.
So many signs. We kick it off with the first match of the night. Christian, the new light heavyweight champion, versus Brian Christopher. And I love how they're bringing us up to date on the Austin McMahon angle yet again. They're promoting Austin, even though he's been fired. They're promoting him to be at house shows. They're like,
well, you never know when he's going to show up.
They're like, oh, we're gonna be here, we're gonna be there, and Austin might be there. We don't know. He might even have a match or two. We don't know. Yeah, okay, sure, whatever. It just ruins the whole thing when they say that. Like, I don't know. Yeah. At the time, though, like if they want to keep kayfabe, though, like I don't know, like would you even have Austin out? You'd be disappointed not to see him at a house show, though.
You would, but it's a house show, and there's that possibility that it's 75% chance that he's not going to show.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you want to keep the level of surprise up because he could show up at any minute, as long as Vince is there. But Vince is never going to show up at a house show.
Maybe he did back in the day. Maybe in the 90s. Christopher was crouched on the corner turnbuckle by Christian. We have a top rope Hurricane Rana to Christopher. A Dos Amigos to a front falling suplex to Brian Christopher. Christian then dodges a top rope leg drop. We have the Impaler and the pin and the win. Christian retains. Literally, it was a match.
Hey, I thought it was one of the highlights.
Well, yeah.
But then again, I just finished watching Halloween Havoc 98, so...
It
This
was
is-
it
this was
was
amazing.
It was the highlight of the show, I would say.
Yeah.
Then we have Kevin Kelly backstage with the Oddities and ICP, and the ICP are the Insane Clown Posse are making their wrestling debut on Raw the following night, and Jay says Kai Tai is going to die.
Ouch, ouch. You know what else?
Fine choice of wording, Juicy J or whatever your name is. Juicy J? I don't know. J. J2 Mike. I don't remember. The blonde one.
Yeah.
The bleach
You
blonde
know what
one.
we do get?
What?
Some interesting information since we don't watch Raw on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Is we get informed that there will be a title tournament being held at Survivor Series.
Yes. The Survivor
And
Series
we will
98.
crown a new champion. We'll crown a new champion, which I'm sure we will delve into in a month or so.
Oh, yeah. Probably about a month. Yeah. So that's going to be interesting. I think they at least named the first 3 people in the tournament towards the end of the show, too. Then we get Jeff Jarrett with Deborah McMichael. I mean,
Ooh, Deborah?
You know?
What? She just debuted on Monday Night Raw.
So versus Golga with Cartman. I love how they're trying to get Cartman over as like a thing there. Like, I'm like, guys, stop. Vince is like, let's just put other. Like
they're not trying to get Cartman over. They're trying to get a rub from Cartman.
I don't. Why?
They're trying to tap into the South Park crowd, which they think the demo is 18 to 49. And with getting that, it's the Cartman rub. They're trying to get a rub.
You trying to get Cartman rub? Give me Cartman rub. Yeah. So I don't know.
And they're allowed to mention Cartman. Or is TBS? No, that's a Turner company, right? No, TBS. It's TNT. That's
USA is owned by
USA.
NBC. Is owned by NBC Universal. At least they are nowadays.
And I think NBC owned Comedy Central.
Comedy Central is owned by Viacom. I don't know if Viacom's owned by NBC Universal or vice versa.
You know, right now it's such a monopoly that Comcast and Xfinity have their hands in everything. So
in 2020,
yeah. But back then, it may be possible that's why they are, giving it license.
Yeah. Jarrett and Golga go back and forth. We have a front falling slam to Jarrett. Golga then tripped on the ropes.
Oh. Wait, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh, yeah.
But I couldn't stand watching ICP come into the ring,
oh my
rapping
God.
to their own music and not hearing it.
They're just
hearing this weird.
And you just see like Jay.
Yeah, that was insane, dude. I couldn't get it. And you still heard the crowd.
Whoop, woo. I'm just
And
like,
oddities.
yeah. It's like they're playing fucking Doinks music.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. We have a very slow baseball slide to Jarrett because it's Golga. Power slam to Jarrett. Deborah then throws Cartman into the ring. And don't throw me in the ring, damn it, Deborah. Flatliner to Golga, followed by the pin and the win.
This is such a slow telegraph match. Golga gave no justice to Jeff Jarrett.
This match is probably just as long as the Oddities intro was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Jarrett and Golga, they don't mix. They're like water and vinegar, or water and oil. I believe it's water and vinegar, right?
Yeah.
Or oil and vinegar. Oil and vinegar.
No. Water and oil.
Yeah, water.
Oil and vinegar makes a nice vinaigrette.
That's true, but it does separate. You have to shake it up well. So, yeah, that was a match. It sucked. Next up, we have the DOA, the Disciples of Apocalypse, versus the Headbangers. Ooh, the uncrowned tag team champions, apparently.
Wearing toy belts.
Yeah, they're coming out wearing those foam belts, which they do suit them. I mean, they have that look like they would be, they're so cool and hip and alternative.
Yeah.
Mosh, what's up?
98 wasn't very headbanging. It was more alternative.
98 was
grungy.
like Filter and Bush and like
It was grunge.
grunge was dead. Like I feel like dead at that point. It was like Marilyn Manson. You know what I mean? Like the beautiful people, not beautiful people. I think we were going into All Stars. We're all stars now. Yeah. Mosh and Skull start this match. Mosh and they do this stupid rendition of the Headbangers. Presents the tag team champions of the world. Mosh, Thrasher, the Headbangers.
And if you're not down with heavy metal, we got 2 words for you.
You suck.
Oh wow. That was so creative.
Yeah. Fans and commentary are they're dead. Even the commentary is just like, they're just like watching a match. Like, I don't know if Vince is saying something to them because they literally stopped talking for a good 30 seconds. They're like,
yeah, no. And then I think it was this match where they go into, I should have put it down in my notes, but I'm pretty sure it was this match when they were like, and later on tonight on Silk Stockings, La Femme Nikita.
Yeah. And I thought for a moment, like, you know what? Have you ever played WWE 2K and the commentary just stops talking for a good 3 minutes?
Yeah.
And you're like, why is it so quiet?
Just like, oh my God, I just hit a.
And then eventually you hear like Michael Cole, like, and there it is in the power slam. Oh God, there we are. We're back.
Yeah.
DOA pulls Twin Magic. They trade places again, but then they trade places again, like within 15 seconds.
Everybody's confused. Nobody knows what's going on. You can't tell who Thrasher and Mosh are anyway either.
I guess they have like a name tag on, but it's so small and it's not an HD. Yeah. So one of them gets rolled up. Mosh gets the pin on someone, and there were a lot of messed up spots, but overall the match sucked.
Yeah, and it doesn't make much sense. DOA is built so weak. They're like the jobbers, but they got Paul Ellering in their corner. They should be massively, taking over the tag division. Yeah. Nope. They're jobbing out to the Headbangers.
You got a paycheck. I mean, so. Then we have Mr. McMahon on the phone calling into the commentary table. Vince doesn't want to talk about the letter Stone Cold put in his pocket last week. Vince tells the fans and the commentary team to go to hell. He goes, all the fans go to hell, and quite frankly, so can both of you.
Yeah.
And Jim Cornette's just like, well, I deserve to be. Someone needs to say sorry to me. Because Michael Cole's like, I'm sorry to the fans for him saying, well, who's going to say sorry to me? He told me to go to hell. So, Scorpio, he's on the way to his ring, but it's attacked by that devious blue blazer. Ooh, who can it be? I don't know. He has a blue mask on.
And blonde hair coming out of the back.
Yeah. D'Lo Brown and Ken Shamrock versus Mankind and X-Pac. Before the match, Kevin Kelly is backstage with X-Pac and Mankind. X-Pac says, never in a million years did I think I'd be teaming with Mankind and the rancid Mr. Sacco. Mr. Sacco says, yeah.
You trying to say I'm rancid?
He says, I stink. I smell like Ken Shamrock's tonsils. He says, I smell like Ken Shamrock's tonsils. X-Pac, he says, I don't know why you don't get along with D'Lo. You two both have a lot in common. Your titles says European, and D'Lo, you're a peont.
Not his best work. Yeah.
See, I'm just like Halloween having it up over here. I'm just trying to fill time. Yeah.
Boy, what did we do that weekend? Did we like leave with a sour taste in our mouth after Sunday night? Like, ugh.
Like, ugh. Yeah, I mean, I think I watched The Simpsons. That's what I did. Mm-hmm. I took a bath and I watched The Simpsons.
Let's hope Treehouse of Horror played that night, because then it would have made up for everything.
I think doesn't Treehouse Horror always air after Halloween?
It was supposed to air this year, 2 weeks ago or last week, but because of baseball, they had to move it to November. So it varies.
Yeah. X-Pac comes to the ring without China. The commentators at the time says she could focus on her legal battles with, I don't know why I'm doing JR's voice, talking about her legal battles with Mark Henry. But it was said actually in the Wrestling Observer newsletter at the time by one Dave Meltzer, China's storyline of being gone until her legal case is finalized is an excuse for her to be off TV while she has reconstructive face surgery. The surgery is to repair her underbite and the painful jaw problems resulting from it. It isn't as much as cosmetic as it is to reduce jaw pain, although it is a little bit of both. Dave Meltzer.
They shaved down her jaw right here at this point.
Well, she's having the whole reconstructive surgery.
Yeah. But remember, it was like really. I could tell about the bite, and I had a nephew that had that,
which would make sense why she didn't smile at all ever.
Yeah,
you know what I
mean? My nephew had the same issue, but they didn't shave down his rear jaw like they did for China and gave him more.
She had that WWE money, man.
Yeah,
too. Well, I don't know. Maybe your cousin had WWE money too, and I don't know.
No, he does not.
Okay. Both teams brawl. Because remember, there was a match going on. Ken Shamrock with Mankind, D'Lo with X-Pac. First three, the names of the first three Deadly Games tournament people. participants, there we go, were announced. Which, you know, in retrospect, you're like, oh my God, these are 3 big names. But at the time, it was just like, okay, The Rock, The Undertaker, and the Big Boss Man. Ooh, how did Big Boss Man get in there? I don't fucking know, man.
Well, he was Vince's private security.
Exactly. Well, they're just making up on the show. Like, how did Big Boss Man get in there? Did he do something for Vince? It's like, yeah, he probably blew him. I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, he does carry that nightstick frequently.
Yeah. He does give off some like in the closet vibes. I will say that.
Yeah,
his character.
And that new uniform, I could definitely see rolling around at the Folsom Street Fair.
Yeah. With Saturn.
Yeah.
So Mankind takes it to D'Lo, Sky High to X-Pac, falling elbow to X-Pac. Heels are isolating X-Pac. X-Pac, sorry, not Pac. Dodges a falling leg drop by D'Lo. I don't know why it says droopy. My notes.
Your spell check.
Autocorrect. It's when you're typing too fast. Yeah. Hot tag on both sides. Mankind Mankind knocks both members down, and then he turns around and hits X-Pac, which I think was completely by accident because it doesn't play into the finish of this match or any part of this match ever again. Like, he hits X-Pac, X-Pac falls down, X-Pac saves him from an ankle lock by Ken Shamrock. We have a double arm DDT to Shamrock, mandible claw to Shamrock. Shamrock then hits a side slam. Mankind doesn't let go, but his shoulders are down with the mandible claw on Shamrock, and Shamrock technically gets the pin and the win.
Yeah, that sounds out of place.
So it seemed very out of place for him. I think he just turned around and forgot that X-Pac was his partner for a second.
Yeah.
It was a fun match, definitely. I think match of the night because what were you going against? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Christian and who did Christian fight?
Brian Christopher.
Yeah. So this is
and headbangers and fucking.
That was nowhere near. Yeah. Entertaining.
Pac, I love X-Pac asked Mankind, he's, what happened? X-Pac, or Mankind's like, he won the match. Ken Shamrock, I lost it for us. Sorry, buddy. I did. It's just like, he goes, there's your winner. Like,
yeah. At this point, Mick Foley has been peak Foley and highlight of the shows every night for the past, I don't know, maybe year and a half.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that was the finish of the show, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Because I'm like looking at my notes, I'm like, and then we go. That's it.
No, yeah. Here, I'll put on the network right now.
No, it was like 30 minutes long, the whole episode.
It was 37 minutes long.
Yeah. So I don't know what happened that night. I don't know why it was only 37 minutes long. I don't know if they filled it with a bunch of extra commercials that night.
There was probably extra commercials that night, yeah.
But there you go.
There was a special Pacific Blue starring Sable.
Sable. Is it Sable one? She's in a ladies' prison. She's gonna do some stuff. She's gonna do some stuff and lift some weights because she's.
Yeah, no, my network actually erased it from recently viewed.
So you know what's funny? You know what's funny? I've noticed this. My recently viewed on the WWE network, it didn't have the WCW pay-per-view on there. It'll only have recently viewed WWE things.
Well, let's see. Recently added.
No, recently viewed.
Yeah. I'm looking for it. Watch it again. Okay. Yeah. Dude, it's not here.
I told you. Also, you told me to watch.
Wow.
Yeah. You also told me to watch that Warrior Hogan match on like ×2 speed, and I couldn't. Yeah. I couldn't figure out how to do it on the computer.
Oh, okay.
So.
The only reason why I said that is because it was a complete waste of time, and I wanted you to hurry up and get past it. Because you know Hogan, how he does that slow build.
Yeah. Well, that does it for us, I guess.
Until next week, y'all.
Until next week, yeah. So, like I said, every week we review Sunday Night Heat. Unless there's a pay-per-view that week, then we will review that pay-per-view. But, yeah, no, there's no Hell in a Cell 2020 review this week. I just, be honest, WWE main roster stuff just kind of is wearing me out, man.
Maybe we'll watch, and if something great or something horrific happens, we'll do a quick, 20, 30-minute show. We'll see how it goes. But
no promises.
Yeah. No. Don't stay tuned.
Yeah. Well, you know what you should stay tuned for? You might get a surprise
Easter egg.
You should stay tuned for tomorrow. Halloween Havoc in 1998. A little WCW for you to check out me and you, Jose. We reviewed Halloween Havoc 98. So go check out the entire show, our review of it. We go in depth and we talk all about the crazy fucking Hogan throws a fireball. Yeah. Or he's going to smoke a joint with the Warrior. I don't know which one it is.
He gets a baggie out of his drawers, though.
Because maybe he saw the cops. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Maybe he saw the cops. He's like, oh, shit, brother. Let me light this up. And he just like, he just like let the cannabis like burn into the air because it was so dry. Because it was 98. They were in Vegas. It was probably some brick pack dry stuff. I know way too much about weed in the 90s.
And Vegas was zero tolerance back then.
Yeah, oh shit, brother. There's a cop. Oh, Goldberg's coming down with the police officers next.
Burn stash. Here, Warrior, you eat half.
All right, guys. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.